Learn English super easy with Curso de Ingles Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Curso de Ingles Podcast. Today, we are not talking about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. We are talking about the invisible wall that stops you from using them. We are talking about confidence. Many students know the English. They have passed the tests, they can read the books. But when a native speaker asks them a question, they freeze. Their throat closes. Their mind goes blank. This is not a language problem. This is a psychological problem. It is fear. Today, we are going to dismantle that fear brick by brick. We will explore the spotlight effect, the trap of perfectionism, and simple physical hacks you can use to trick your brain into feeling brave.
This topic is exactly what I need. I feel like I have two personalities. In my head, I am fluent. I have long, intelligent conversations with myself in the shower. I am witty, I am funny, I make no mistakes. But the moment I open my mouth in the real world, I turn into a shy child. I mumble. I apologize before I even speak. Sorry, my English is bad. I feel like everyone is judging me. I feel like every mistake is a giant neon sign pointing at me saying stupid. How do I bridge the gap between shower English and real English? Why does the fear paralyze me so much?
That feeling of everyone watching you is called the spotlight effect. It is a cognitive bias. You think you are the main character in a movie and everyone else is the audience judging your performance. The reality, people are selfish. They are not thinking about your grammar, they are thinking about themselves. Do I have spinach in my teeth? Am I late? Does he like me? They are barely listening to your verb conjugation. When you realize that nobody cares about your mistakes, you become free. Think about it. When a foreigner speaks your language and makes a mistake, do you laugh at them? Do you think they are stupid? No. You just try to understand them. You help them. Why do you assume English speakers are monsters who want to hurt you?
The spotlight effect. Wow, that is so true. I am obsessed with my performance, so I assume they are too. But you're right. If a tourist speaks to me in Spanish and says, I want eat now instead of I want to eat, I don't judge them. I just show them the restaurant. I actually respect them for trying. So the first step is realizing, I am not the center of the universe. But I still have the perfectionism trap. I feel like if I can't say the sentence perfectly, I shouldn't say it at all. I edit the sentence in my head 5 times before I speak. By the time I am ready, the conversation has moved on.
Perfectionism is the enemy of fluency. There are two goals in language, accuracy being perfect and fluency flowing. You cannot have both at the beginning. If you focus on accuracy, you will be slow, hesitant, and silent. If you focus on fluency, you will make mistakes, but you will communicate. Communication is the goal, not perfection. Imagine you are playing a video game. You don't need a perfect score to pass the level. You just need to reach the door. If you say, yesterday I go to store, is it correct? No. When? Did I understand you? Yes. Mission accomplished. You passed the level. Give yourself permission to speak broken English. Broken English is better than silent English.
Broken English is better than silent English. I need to tattoo that on my arm. I definitely treat conversation like a test where I lose points for errors. I need to treat it like a game of catch. If I throw the ball, the idea, and you catch it, we win, even if the throw was ugly. Now let's talk about physical confidence. When I am nervous, my body shrinks. I look down, I cross my arms. My voice gets quiet, I mumble. I heard that changing my body can change my mind. Is this true? Can I fake it physically to feel it mentally? Fake it till you make it.
Absolutely, your body sends signals to your brain. If you hunch over and look at the floor, your brain produces cortisol, stress hormone. It thinks, we are in danger, hide. To hack this, you must use power language. Volume. Speak 20 louder than you think is necessary. Nervous people whisper. Whispering makes people say what, which makes you more nervous. Speak up. Eye contact, look up, don't stare at your shoes. Posture, shoulders back, chest open. If you stand like a confident person and speak loudly, your brain gets confused. It thinks, wait, we are acting brave. Okay, I guess we are brave. Try it. Say, hello, how are you, to the wall right now loudly.
Hello, how are you? Okay, that felt weird, but I see your point. It forces the air out of my lungs. It stops the mumbling. I often use filler words when I am nervous. Like, or I use apology words. Sorry, I don't know. Maybe I am wrong, but should I stop apologizing? I feel like apologizing makes me look polite, but maybe it just makes me look weak. Sorry to bother you. Is there a better way to be polite without deleting myself?
Stop apologizing. When you say sorry, my English is bad, you are telling the listener, I am a problem, please have patience. You are lowering your status. Instead of apologizing, thank them. Don't say, sorry, I am slow. Say, thank you for your patience. Don't say, sorry, I don't understand. Say, could you repeat that? Thanks. This shifts the dynamic from guilt to gratitude. It makes you look strong and professional. Also, silence is better than If you need to think, just pause. Silence looks like confidence, you are thinking. Looks like panic.
Thank you for your patience instead of sorry. That is a powerful shift. It changes the vibe completely. Now, let's talk about the filter. In my native language, I have a personality. I make jokes, I use sarcasm, I tell stories. In English, I feel like a child, I can only say simple things. The cat is on the table. This identity gap hurts my confidence. I feel boring. How do I accept that English me is simpler than real me? Do I just have to be boring for a while, or can I show my personality with simple words?
You are experiencing language ego shock. It is painful to go from an intelligent adult to a clumsy child. But simple does not mean boring. Hemingway wrote with very simple sentences, and he won the Nobel Prize. You don't need complex grammar to be interesting. You need energy and emotion. I am happy. Boring. I am so happy. Interesting intonation. I went to a party, it was bad. Boring, the party was. A disaster. Interesting vocabulary choice. Use your face. Use your hands. Your personality comes from your delivery, not just your grammar. You can be funny in A2 English if your timing is good.
Energy and emotion. I can do that. I can use my hands. I can smile. Okay, let's talk about preparation. Confidence comes from competence, right? If I know what to say, I am less scared. But I can't script a whole conversation. However, are there safety scripts I can memorize? Like a panic button phrase. If I get completely lost, Someone speaks too fast, using slang I don't know what is the ultimate safety phrase to save the conversation without looking stupid. I don't understand, feels too final.
Yes, you need a survival kit of phrases. The clarifier. I'm not sure I follow, do you mean? Then guess. The speed breaker. Could you slow down a bit? I want to make sure I catch everything. This frames it as you being diligent, not stupid. The word hunter. I know the word, but it's stuck on the tip of my tongue. It's the thing you use to describe it. The reset. Let me rephrase that. If you get lost in your own sentence, memorize these. Knowing you have a parachute makes you less afraid to jump out of the plane. If you get stuck, pull the cord. Sorry, let me rephrase that.
Let me rephrase that. That sounds so professional, like a politician correcting himself. I also worry about pronunciation. I have a strong accent. I roll my R's, I stress the wrong syllables. Sometimes people say, what? Just because of my accent, and it destroys my confidence. I feel like I failed. Should I try to hide my accent? Or should I just own it? Is an accent a barrier to confidence, or is it just a feature? I see actors like Sofia Vergara or Arnold Schwarzenegger have huge accents but huge confidence.
Your accent is your identity. It tells the story of where you are from. It is not an error. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't fix his accent, he made it his trademark. However, clarity is important. Don't worry about sounding American or British. Worry about being understood. Focus on enunciation, open your mouth wider. Many students mumble with closed lips. Stress, hit the important words hard. I went to the store. If you speak clearly and loudly, your accent becomes charming, not confusing. Confidence makes any accent sound good. Insecurity makes any accent sound bad.
Confidence makes any accent sound good. That is inspiring. Okay, let's do a mini simulation. I am terrified of the phone. Talking on the phone is the boss battle of confidence because I can't see the person's face. No body language clues. If the phone rings, I panic and don't answer. Give me a strategy for the phone call. How do I answer confidently? And if I don't understand, how do I stop them without seeing them? Hello feels weak.
The phone is scary because it is pure audio. Strategy, the script. Always have a pen and paper before you answer. Answer with a strong greeting. Hello, this is name. Professional. Hi, name speaking. If you get lost, interrupt politely but firmly. Sorry to interrupt, but the connection is a bit bad. Could you say that last number again? Blame the technology. The connection is bad or it's noisy here. It buys you time and saves face. Also, stand up while you talk on the phone. Remember the power pose. It works even if they can't see you. Your voice sounds different when you stand.
Stand up, blame the technology. I love these hacks. Sorry, the signal is breaking up. Can you repeat? Even if the signal is perfect, I will try that. Now, comparison. I compare myself to other learners. She speaks better than me. He learned faster. This kills my confidence. Is there a way to turn comparison into motivation, or should I just wear blinders like a horse? Stay in your lane. But it is hard when you are in a class and everyone seems smarter.
Comparison is the thief of joy. The only person you should compare yourself to is you yesterday. Record yourself. We will do this in part 2. Listen to a recording from last month. You will hear the improvement. When you look at others, remember the iceberg illusion. You see their fluency, the tip, but you don't see the 10 years of studying, the mistakes, the fear, the underwater part. Maybe that perfect student is terrified inside too. Assume everyone is struggling just like you. It creates empathy, not envy.
Assume everyone is struggling. That makes me feel less alone. We are all just actors trying to remember our lines. Okay, we have covered the spotlight effect, perfectionism, body language, and the survival kit. I feel a little spark of bravery, but I need to put this into practice. I need action steps. How do I start speaking today if I have nobody to talk to? You mentioned talking to myself in the shower. Is that actually good practice? Or does it just make me crazy?
It is excellent practice, but you need to structure it. In part 2, we are going to discuss the self-talk routine, the 3-second rule for strangers, and how to use voice notes to build a feedback loop. We will also talk about the alter ego, creating a brave English character to protect your real self. Are you ready to stop thinking and start speaking?
I am ready, no more thinking, just doing. Let's take a break and come back for the action plan. Podcast script, Build Confidence Part 2/2 format, turns 31 to 60 high-density topics. Self-talk voice notes, the alter ego, 3-second rule final roleplay.
Welcome back to the Confidence Gym. Before the break, you mentioned talking to yourself in the shower. This is not crazy, it is a safe space rehearsal. When you are alone, the stakes are zero. No one can judge you. But don't just ramble, give yourself a topic. Today I will explain why I love coffee. Monologue. Today I will argue with my boss about a raise. Dialogue, act it out. Use emotion, use your hands, record it on your phone. Listening to your own voice is painful at first. Do I really sound like that? But it is the fastest way to spot errors without shame. You become your own teacher.
Recording myself feels like torture. I hate the sound of my voice, but I understand the logic. It is like an athlete watching the replay of the game to fix their technique. If I never listen, I never know. Okay, I will try the voice note diary. Just 1 minute a day. Today was busy, I went to the store. But what about public speaking? Even in a small group of friends, I feel the filter come down. I want to say something funny, but by the time I construct the sentence, the joke is gone. Is it better to speak fast with mistakes or slow and correct? Speed versus accuracy. If I speak fast, I feel cool, but I make mistakes. If I speak slow, I feel stupid, but I am correct.
In casual conversation, speed, fluency usually wins over accuracy. If you pause for 10 seconds to find the perfect preposition, the energy dies. The joke dies. It is better to say, he go store yesterday. Fast, wrong grammar than he went To the store yesterday. Slow, correct. People forgive bad grammar if the story is good. They do not forgive boredom, so prioritize connection. Look at their eyes. Smile, use simple words. If you make a mistake, keep going. Don't stop to correct yourself unless it changes the meaning. He go, I mean he went. No, just say he go and move on. They understood. Correcting yourself kills the flow.
Correcting yourself kills the flow. That is a huge relief. I always stop and say sorry went. It makes me sound insecure. Now let's talk about the 3-second rule. You mentioned this earlier. Is this for meeting strangers? I see someone I want to talk to, maybe a tourist asking for directions or a colleague. I hesitate. I think, should I? What if I look dumb? And then the moment passes. How do I stop the overthinking?
The 3-second rule is simple. When you see an opportunity to speak, you must act within 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Go. If you wait longer than 3 seconds, your brain will invent 100 excuses not to do it. He looks busy. My English is bad. I look tired. The longer you wait, the bigger the fear grows. So count to 3 and say hi. Once you say hi, you are committed. The adrenaline kicks in and you have to speak. Action kills fear. Hesitation feeds fear.
Action kills fear. 1, 2, 3, go. Hi, do you need help? It sounds terrifying, but I see the logic. It bypasses the fear-brain amygdala. Now let's revisit the alter ego. We talked about Sasha Fierce. Can I create a character for myself? English Sarah. What attributes should she have? Should she be louder? Should she interrupt people? In my culture, interrupting is rude. In English, is it rude? I notice Americans interrupt each other constantly. Yeah, exactly. Is that polite, or are they just aggressive?
Interrupting is cultural. In high-involvement cultures, Latin, Mediterranean, some U.S., interrupting shows enthusiasm. I am listening so much I can't wait to agree. In high-consideration cultures, Asian, Northern European, interrupting is rude. English is generally in the middle but leaning towards cooperative overlap. Yeah, exactly. Right. No way. These are not interruptions, they are support. So yes. English Sarah should be a bit louder, use more support noises. Aha, right, and be willing to jump in. Give her a physical trigger. Maybe when you speak English you put on a specific ring, or glasses, or you stand differently. The physical prop helps you switch characters.
A physical trigger, the English ring. When I wear it, I am confident. That is a cool psychological trick. Now, what if someone corrects me? Actually, it's went not go. I feel humiliated. I want to hide. How do I handle correction with grace? Should I say sorry or thank you? And what if they correct me constantly? It makes me want to stop speaking. Stop correcting me, let me speak.
If someone corrects you once, thanks, and move on, don't apologize. If they correct you constantly, the grammar police, you need to set a boundary. Say, I appreciate the help, but right now I'm just trying to flow. Can we save corrections for later? This is polite but firm. It tells them, you are hurting my fluency. Most people think they are helping. They don't realize they are hurting your confidence. If it is a teacher, tell them, please only correct big mistakes today. You are the boss of your learning.
You are the boss of your learning. I never thought I could tell a native speaker to stop correcting me. That feels powerful. I'm just trying to flow. I will remember that phrase. Now, humor. Making a joke in a second language is the hardest thing, but laughing at yourself is the best confidence hack. If I say something stupid, like I am constipated, instead of I am consternated, everyone laughs. Should I laugh too? Or should I cry? Own the mistake. If I laugh, I control the moment. If I cry, I am the victim.
Exactly, own the mistake. If you say I am pregnant instead of I am embarrassed, classic Spanish mistake, embarazada, and everyone laughs. Laugh with them. Say, oops, wrong word, no baby here. If you laugh, you show confidence. You show that a mistake cannot hurt you. People love people who can laugh at themselves. It makes you charismatic. Fear of being laughed at is weak. Laughing with them is strong. Humor is your shield. Use it.
Humor is your shield. Okay, I am ready to be English Sarah. She is loud. She laughs at her mistakes. She interrupts enthusiastically. But what about the plateau? I feel confident today, but next week I might feel stuck again. I am not improving. How do I maintain confidence when the progress is invisible? Do I need to track my wins? I spoke for 5 minutes today. I ordered coffee without shaking.
You absolutely need a success journal. Our brains are wired to remember failures, survival instinct. We forget successes. Write down 3 tiny wins every week. I understood the joke in the movie. I asked for the bill. I corrected myself. When you feel stuck, read the journal. You will see the evidence of growth. Confidence is not a feeling, it is a habit. You build it by stacking small wins. Don't wait to feel confident. Act confident and the feeling follows.
Confidence is a habit. Okay, let's do a final role play. This is the boss battle. We are at a party. I don't know anyone. You are a stranger. I have to initiate the conversation. 3-second rule. Use a hook, handle a mistake, and leave politely. I am wearing my imaginary English ring. I am Sasha Fierce. Ready? Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Standing with a drink, looking bored.
Hi, I love this music. Do you know the DJ? Hook.
Oh, hi. Yeah, the DJ is actually my cousin. He's great, isn't he?
No way, that's awesome. I wish I had a DJ in the family. My family only has. What is the word? People who fix teeth.
Dentists.
Yes, dentists. Oops, my brain froze. Haha. But yeah, free teeth cleaning is not as cool as free music. Humor owning the mistake.
Haha, well, free dental is expensive. I'd take that over bad techno any day. Are you from around here?
I'm from Spain originally, but I've lived here for 2 years. How about you? Ping pong.
I'm local, born and raised.
Nice. Well, I'm going to grab some food, but it was nice meeting you. Enjoy the techno. Exit strategy.
You too, nice meeting you. End of role play. Wow, you did it. You handled the dentist mistake perfectly. You didn't panic, you laughed.
I felt the panic for a second when I forgot dentist. But then I thought, English Sarah doesn't care. So I described it, people who fix teeth, and the exit was smooth. I feel lighter. It wasn't perfect grammar, but we communicated. We laughed. That is the goal.
That is the victory. You bridged the gap. You didn't need to be perfect. You needed to be present. Remember this feeling. Next time you are scared, remember the dentist moment. You survived. You thrived. You are ready for the real world.
I am ready. Thank you for the coaching session. And thank you to everyone listening. Don't be afraid to be the dentist girl boy. Just laugh and keep talking. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye, be brave.